Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Tiaota iPad keyboard case. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this is compatible with the 4th and 5th gen iPad Air. It's also compatible with the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd gen iPad Pro 11-inch. So let's get this open. So here we have the case, we have the manual, we have the wireless keyboard instructions. So you can pause and read through those if you'd like, but it has like the different multimedia buttons up here. There's special key instructions, turn on off or adjust the backlight, press 2 switches to switch the rainbow background and white color. Here's how to load your iPad into it. Put your iPad on the groove exactly. Press your iPad, let stuck in groove on the keyboard cover. So it looks like you kind of put bottom first and then top. I'll be testing this and demonstrating it. So this connects to your iPad via Bluetooth. So you go into the Bluetooth settings and you'll choose the keyboard. So it has some product features here. It has wireless connection, so you can read through these product features. Then we have charging instructions. It charges with, looks like USB Type-C. So here if we look at the product parameters, it says operating distance is 10 meters. Typically you'll have this connected right to the iPad, so that's not going to be an issue, but you don't necessarily have to. In an emergency, if you had some other computer that needed a keyboard, you can connect the Bluetooth on this to just a regular computer. As the working voltage is 3.3 to 4.2 volts. Charging current is 250 milliamps. Standby time is 90 days. Lithium battery capacity is 500 milliamp hours. Continuous working time less than 2.5 hours. Turn on the backlight. 150 hours, turn off the backlight. So the backlight draws quite a bit of power. So with the backlight on, it's less than 2.5 hours. With the backlight off, it's 150 hours. Charging time is 3 hours. Lithium battery life is 3 years. Now that's obviously going to vary. Key life is greater than 5 million strokes. This talks about the trackpad, so you can read through these gestures. So let's take a look at this. So this is very sturdy feeling. Here we have that USB Type-C charge cable. Some foam padding. Okay, so this is a kickstand, so this will fold out, okay? And this magnet's on the back here. So let me pull this off and let me get the iPad installed in here. So the iPad Air 4. So I'm going to stick the long side in. I'll press it in place, then I'll do the opposite side. I'll lift it over these buttons here. And now it's installed. That's really messing with my exposure there. So now we have the keyboard. This is magnetic here. Here's that USB Type-C charge port. Here's the on-off switch next to it. Here we have your caps lock, your Bluetooth, and your battery light. And here are the keys. So these feel kind of like a laptop keyboard keys would. So I'll put the two pieces together. They should magnet together, like so. There we go. So now if we go to the back side, I can pull the stand down, like so. And I can pull this down. Let me zoom out a little bit. So we have it like that. We have the kickstand there, and now we have the keyboard. So now we've turned this iPad into a sort of laptop. So now let's get this connected up. I'm going to go into my system settings and Bluetooth, and I'll turn this on. So I'll press the little chain link button up here. I'll hold it down. Okay, so now the wireless keyboard came up here. I'll tap on it. And now it's connected. Now if I move the trackpad, we can see the little pointer here. Might be easier if I turn off my light. And I'll adjust the angle a little bit too. There we go. So using this will probably be a little bit more familiar for Mac people. But if I want to switch between applications, I can hold down Command and hit Tab. So here I'll go to Pages. And then I can use my mouse here to tap on the plus to create a new document. And now I can type on this just like a regular keyboard. So now say we want to select this, I can hold down Shift, hit the arrow key. I can do Command C to copy. I'll hit the right arrow key, I'll hit space, Command paste, Command V for paste. And here I've copy and pasted just like you do on a computer or laptop. So I can select the text here with the trackpad, just like with a computer. Now this has multimedia keys on it, so we can hit this first one. This will take us to the home screen. I'm blurring this out because it's not my iPad, but you can see that's the home screen. Then I can hit search and that will bring up the search. We can bring up virtual keyboard. So typically we'd use this keyboard, but using this, that will go away. But if you want to bring that up for some reason, like for an emoji or something, you can do that. With that button, we have light here. So this is your backlight for your iPad screen. Then we have buttons for like playing music. So if you're playing music, you can play, pause, go to the next track, things like that. And then we have lock screen. So we can press that and that will turn it off. So if we press it again, it will come back on. I'll hit enter. I can enter in my passcode and it will log me in. So this keyboard is backlit, but let's take a look at it. So if you hit function and command that's on the right of the spacebar, it will turn on and it's on low. Press it again, we go to medium. Again, goes to high. Then if we hit that function key and the option to the right of the command, we can change the mode here. So here we have the rainbow mode. So there's different rainbow modes. You can switch between them. So I want to quickly demonstrate charging this. So when you're not using it, you can turn it off. We'll plug in the USB Type-C port, and then I'll plug this into my charger. And it's charging at 0.23 milliamp hours, 0.25. So it's charging at the rate they said it would charge at. So if you want the longest runtime, you're going to want to keep that light off. But if you're in a situation where you got to get something done in the dark and you need to see the keyboard, you can turn on that backlight. It's nice it has it as an option. So let's turn this on again. Okay, that paired up very quickly. Now, if you don't want the touchpad on and it's becoming a nuisance like when you're typing, you can hit function spacebar and that will turn it off. And there's a little icon on there to remind you that it does that. You can also flip this around and use it in this way, like that. So if you had an Apple Pencil, you could draw on it like this, and it does have a little groove there to store your Apple Pencil. And then you can also do in-between modes. So if you're giving a presentation, you could have it like this and put it at the angle you want. So let's take a look at this folded up also. So this will fold down, and here we have it folded up. So it actually feels almost like a little laptop. So if you have an iPad and you're looking for a way to make it more versatile, adding a keyboard case can be a great option. It makes your iPad work more like a traditional laptop. A lot of people like to use iPads, including myself, because they have very good runtimes on them, and they're also very clean, easy to use. Until recently, you could really only pull up one application at a time, and a lot of people like that because it helps them focus on what they're doing. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.